Welcome to this episode of Wildlight Photography. Today we're in the forest in Rotorua and we're going to be talking about the Nikon 10.5mm f2.8 fisheye lens.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
This lens has been out for quite a few years now and is specifically made for the DX or crop factor Nikon bodies. You can use it on a full frame camera, but it then needs to be set in crop mode, otherwise you don't record a full image on the frame. The thing that's really useful about this lens is its extremely wide angle of view. From corner to corner you're seeing 180 degrees, and I find that really useful for forest photography. The thing that I find difficult in the forest is to get images that capture the feeling of being amongst these tall reaching trees. And most lenses, even your standard sort of wide angles, just don't capture enough of the scene to give you that feeling. And this lens, because of its extreme wide angle of view, captures trees reaching up all the way around you and really captures that feeling of being surrounded by trees reaching up to the sky. I've previously used fisheye lenses on Fuji X1 I used the Samyang 8mm fisheye, which was a lovely lens to start working with. It's very good value, but it's a manual focus lens. Despite the fact that the fisheye lenses have a very deep depth of field, still occasionally you can get the focus wrong with manual focus. So this being an autofocus lens is a bit nicer. The other thing that I prefer about the Nikon one is it's much sharper, especially in the corners of the image. So there's definitely an image quality benefit to this lens. Being an f2.8, it's quite fast, and that's another factor that's useful in the forest because we're often dealing with low light situations. So it's a perfect lens for this type of forest work. A lens that's often available second-hand for quite a good price. It's the type of lens that interests people, but I think they quite often will get it, use it for a while and then get tired of the look. Because there's a lot of distortion, it's quite specific the things you can use it for, otherwise the look gets a bit cliched. So I think people will often buy it, try it for a while and then you get tired of it and want to sell it. So it's worth looking out for a second-hand one. But this one I picked up for a really good price second hand, and it's as good as a new lens, absolutely perfect. So that's one way of trying to get it for a good price to add to your lens collection and then have it available for those specific uses. So we look forward to seeing you next time. Remember to subscribe to keep in touch with what we're doing. Cheers.